I'm here with Greg Curtis Greenhouse. We're talking about some of the diseases that can happen with some of these plants, and a good time to start looking for some of those signs before something gets out of hand.
Yeah, and sometimes you can do something preventive. In the case of what you have with this cherry tree, that customer brought that in actually yesterday. They really couldn't have prevented that, but they are stopping it from going any further. There's a borer, you can see right there, that little sap. It's what we call a tip borer. We hadn't seen these in years, but they just go in and bore right there towards the tip of a limb, cut off all the circulation, you can see, and then it dies pretty quick. So what we did, we recommended a spray for that. We've also been having a lot of customers come in. This is an example of a hydrangea. I just kept it to show this morning. When you have cutouts like this in the middle of the leaf, it's usually going to be a caterpillar sitting up on top, munching away. When they're on the edge like this, it's going to be grasshoppers that stand up there and work their way in. So as this customer did, they brought in what they had seen, so we were able to offer the correct remedy. One more thing before we move up, we're going to show something there in a minute. This doesn't happen very often. I'm going to step down so we can show. This is called gall. This is on a camellia. We normally see it on azaleas. Maybe every 2 or 3 years it shows up. Don't worry about it if you have it, not much you can do about it. Literally, if you want, just pull them off. It doesn't spread because you leave it on there, but if you don't like the way it looks, just take them off. So let's go up here. We're going to show a crepe myrtle that we have here. I know we've talked about crepe myrtle bark scale how many times?
We talk about it every year.
Every year, multiple times. Well, I want to show you one that we have here where it's coming back.
Well, we're about by this crepe myrtle right now, and this one has a little bit of scale on it, and there's a pretty easy way you can go and just check to make sure that you don't have it, and if you do have it, there's some steps you could take.
There is. What happens most of the time, Jeff, is people wait till they see the black, and we have a great blog post on that you can to see how to take care of it, you're talking about. But once you see the black sooty stuff on there, it's been on there at least 2 seasons. So if we can zoom in right up here, I'll give you zoom in right there. You can barely see it. So we check all our crepe myrtles here all the time. We actually treat this one. And just because you're treating doesn't mean it might not come back. If you're not sure, I'm just gonna give that a little push. You can see it's a little bit of red in there.
Yeah.
So that is a live active scale. And if left untreated, by this time next year, the scale is gonna move up and down this, multiplied. The aphids are going to start coming, and then the fungus will start coming as well. So go out, check your yard this time of year. You got time to do it. Check our blog post. Or come out here, we'll help you.
That's about all the time we have for this week. Join us back here next week for the Greenhouse.